Hello guys, there's a lady that actually needs help. If you are not a Gen Z, you should know who this lady is. Now, come, open the door to your heart, make her enter. I don't want to say much. I have the video to play. You will hear the whole story from the Oxysmart. Now, what happened is this. This lady was abandoned by her husband all because he thinks that she is too old for her. Just for that reason, he actually left this woman. This woman has done songs with Akon, with P Square, with Two Face, a lot of big celebrities now, you understand? But at the end of it now, she has nothing to show for it. And she has 3 kids that she needs to take care of. But now, there is no money, no financial stability to actually cater for their needs. She has been on this since that time till now. She has been battling to make sure she survives. Now, the thing has overpowered her and she has decided to come out to the public to cry for help. Now, guys, what do you think? Every celebrity needs to donate and contribute for this woman to actually stand back again. And this is also my solemn advice for every young lady coming up. When you want to get married, make sure that that man is older than you with at least 5 to 10 years, so that tomorrow he will not come and say you are too old for him. You get? So I believe this is actually the situation of this lady.
How many of you have seen something like this before? This lady's husband abandoned her because he thinks that she's no longer beautiful for him anymore. And today, her and her kids are really suffering. Surprisingly, some of you may know this woman because she sang a song that was popular many years ago.
I didn't see you, boy, from my area. Every time I see you, they give me malaria. Boy, open the door to your heart, make her enter.
Wow, you are the one that actually sang the song.
Yes, I am. Hi, my name is Sotonye Samuel Hosford. My husband of 6 years has abandoned me and my children. He says I'm too old for him. He's leaving me for a younger girl. And frankly speaking, I and my children are going through a lot right now. I really need your help. I need to tell my story.
How many of you remember this lady's song? Do you know that I grew up listening to your song? And it's so hard to believe that you are the one that actually sang that song.
Yes, I am. I did it in 2006. I was 21 at the time. I've featured a lot of artists. I've done a song with Two Face. I've performed on stage with Wyclef, Akon, Megastar events. I've done interviews with BBC and all then when I was singing. MTV Base as well. I've done events for them.
Wow, this is so hard to believe that you are the one in this situation right now. Now let's go back to the main thing. You told me your husband abandoned you and your kids because he thinks you are no longer beautiful for him anymore.
Yes, he did.
This is so hard to believe. Can you tell us about it?
In 2022, my husband left. I was in my mom's house for a holiday with the kids because we didn't really have food at home to eat. Whenever we get broke, I go to my mom's place because when we're coming back home, she gives us foodstuffs and all that.
I don't understand, but you're a music artist. How come you were broke?
When I got married, obviously my husband wasn't doing anything, so the little cash I was able to gather then for events, I use it to run the house because he doesn't do anything, and it got really hard and really difficult for us to manage when I don't have shows. And then most people say, that's the only song she has. If we call her, she'll come and do only Malaria. So I didn't really have money to do new songs and shoot videos because I was trying to cater.
And so at some point people stopped inviting you for shows?
Yes, they did. They stopped because I didn't have new songs.
Oh, wow, that's really sad. So your husband, before you married him, what was his occupation?
He was a blogger, and frankly speaking, I don't know. I think it was peer pressure because a lot of people said, he's not doing anything, then don't get married to him. But for me, as a graduate, I felt that, he would work, like tomorrow will be better. That was how I got married to him, but I didn't know that he was someone that did not want to work or does not like to work.
Yeah, so you ended up providing for the family with your own money?
Yes.
How many kids?
3 kids. I was a single mom before I got married, and I have 2 kids for him.
Okay, so you had 1 kid before you got married?
Yes, I had 1.
And he accepted you as a single mom?
Yes, he did. He accepted me. My daughter looks up to him like her dad, was a father figure at some point, until the violence started at home.
Tell us about this violence.
Normally, I would say it's not really easy. Nobody will understand, but it's not easy providing and watching the man who's supposed to provide just sits down idle. At some point, with the stress, as a woman, you tend to complain, you have to assist me. He doesn't do anything at home, like domestically. He doesn't clean, he doesn't cook, he doesn't even wash his own clothes. I do everything. And it's really hard for me because I kept breaking down like every month. I get admitted like every month because I have to cook, clean, wash, still think of how to provide the next day, because if I don't, nobody will. I've been depending on family. My sisters are tired. His own family, they're tired as well. Everybody's tired. Like, at some point, people have to cater by yourself. You don't have to ask us, often. So, I don't know. If I complain, he's going to hit me. If I complain, he beats me. And I think he's more attached to his phone. Yeah, he's always playing. There's this game called Call of Duty. He's addicted to it. He plays it all day, all night. If I complain, sometimes I hit the phone off his hand and he'll beat me. Because I'll be like, drop that phone. You have to economy. I can't do this myself. At least try and be helping me out financially or at home so I can run around and get a job. You have to do something. I've carried his CVs to offices to try to get him a job, but he would not show up for interviews. I've really tried, but he says he doesn't want to work for anybody.
Wow. At the end of the day, he ended up leaving you for a much younger girl.
Yes, he did. And before he left, I think that month we were supposed to pay rent. So I had gathered rent from people and I put it in his account, because my account, we're owing lots of loan apps, almost ₦1 million. So I can't put money in my account. If I put money, they will collect it. So I put money in his account. I was trying to save up the rent. I was begging people. Honestly speaking, I wasn't sleeping at night. I was drinking. I'll look at my phone. I'll look for people to beg, and tell them they're about to kick us out. I want to sell my phone. I need help. I called two of my sisters in particularly. They're on Facebook, yes. Iwo People and Troko People. They're my stepsisters. We're the same dad. And I haven't seen them since I got married, but I reached out to them and they were able to raise 150,000 for me. I put it in his account. And some other people funds that I got, I put it in his account as well. And he left with that money. I begged him. There was nothing I did not beg him. I did text messages. I said, for the love of God, send half of that money for me. I saved up 183,000 naira. Our rent was 250,000, 2-bedroom apartment. And he left with the money. I was stranded with these children. When he left, I went to my mom's place for holiday. When I came back, he had cleared the house, carried foam, carried everything. The landlord called me to come and remove my things. I've been stranded, carrying my kids from one house to another. When they abuse me, I will cry and carry my children to the next house. I've even stayed in an uncompleted building. I did a video and I sent it to him. I begged him. He refused to send the money. I heard his father gave him money for rent and told him if he ever comes back to his family, he will disown him. Says he's going to keep paying his rent and giving him allowance. So I begged for mine. He refused to give it to me. And mentally, I've not been really stable to do anything because I'm not really stable with the kids. So I can't really think of anything that I can do, or I don't know. I don't really know where to start from.
How long have you guys been living this way? When did he leave your life? At which year was that?
2022.
So for 2 years now, or 1 year plus?
2 years, yes.
Not to 2 years.
Yeah.
You've been stranded with your children, moving from house to house with your property.
Yes.
Wow. I can't imagine all of the stress and difficulties you've had to face because of this issue. So where are your children presently?
My sisters asked me to bring them to Abuja. So they booked God is Good for me and I took them to Abuja. While I was in Abuja, I tried to reach out to human rights and Brekete family to help me interfere in this matter, intervene rather. But I haven't gotten any response from them. I saw affidavits, I did all the court proceedings that they said we should do. Reasons because, yes, after when he left, he actually broke into my mother's house and stole our marriage certificates. And now he calls me his ex-wife. So mentally that is really disturbing me because I can't really believe I was married to someone who could actually treat me and the children like this. Steal from us and run away. Steal marriage certificates. We're not really divorced, but he tells people that I'm his ex-wife right now and that I was a bad wife to him. Spreading some lies against me. I don't know. This man has never worked for a day in his life. It's been stress on me all day, all night.
I'm so sorry about that. So I'm slightly worried about you and your kids. Why are you in Port Harcourt right now while your children are far away in Abuja?
I came to gather up some more of my things here to see if I can go back to Abuja, but I've not been able to because I don't have transport.
Wait, you mean you don't even have transport to go back?
No, I don't. I don't have transport.
How much is transport?
I think the last time I checked, it was 36,000 naira.
From Port Harcourt to
Now, it was in January I checked, yes, for River's Joy. Because God is good, it was too expensive.
Wow, this means you are totally broke right now.
Yes, I am.
Wow, and you are still owing loans.
Yes, almost 1 million naira. A lot of them. So right now I just have to figure out where to stay with the kids. Even if it's a small room, one room, where to just stay.
Who are you staying with right now?
I don't have a place to stay. I go from one friend's house to another. Whenever I stay with one person and they start acting up, I look for somewhere else to go to.
Wow, this is really sad. I'm so sorry about that. So right now, what is your plan? What do you want to do with your life? And do you want to go back to Abuja to go meet your children or what?
For me, I would have loved to stay in Port Harcourt because things are cheaper here. But everybody has been saying, my mom has been abusing me, saying Port Harcourt has not favored me, so I should change environment. Plus the kids. There was a time that he was trying to steal the children from me, my husband, so they're like, I should change environment because it's not safe for them here. So if I have a place to stay, I'm not a lazy person. I can do anything. I cook very well. I could do bole. I bake cakes very well. I'm very good. I'm very creative. I could go to an environment and think of what to do. But right now, I'm not really stable. That's why I can't really do anything.
Wow, this story is really sad, honestly. And I think that this lady needs our help, honestly, for the sake of the children. I would even love to meet them because I'm leaving Port Harcourt to Abuja tonight. My flight is by 7. So once I will where do I even start from? This is really difficult to say right now. So I think the first thing is what should be the first thing to do? I'm thinking, should I give her transportation to come to Abuja to meet her children? And then when she comes to Abuja, we'll look for somewhere affordable for her. We will try to raise funds for her because she actually needs our support. And then she said she doesn't mind even roasting bole, right?
Yes.
Or any other business like that she's willing to work hard for her and her children. So if we can get her a small apartment somewhere affordable in Abuja and also help her to start a small business, do you think that your problem will be solved?
Yes.
Are you really sure?
Very sure. I'm trying to reach out to any human rights so I can be legally divorced properly for my mental health, because I still feel like I am married and the other party has moved on.
Okay, so if you're watching this video, you're a human rights, you are a lawyer, and you understand how this thing should be done legally. Seriously, I don't know anything about this. Please reach out to me on Instagram via DM. Let's talk about how we can help this woman concerning her marriage. But right now, brothers and sisters, you've heard her story. I feel that it is necessary for us to extend our support to her. So let's see how we can actually raise some support for her. So the first thing we want to do is to invite her to Abuja. So when she comes to Abuja, then is it possible to see the children?
Yes.
Are you sure we'll be able to see the children and film them?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so brothers and sisters, you've heard our story. If you would like to support this woman, please, that will really be helpful. She's been through a lot this past 2 years. She doesn't have a place to stay. From her story, she's obviously homeless.
Last year.
Oh, your kids were never going to school?
They weren't going to school. They didn't go third term. They didn't go first term last year.
How old are they?
My first turned 13 in February. My son is 6. He's going to be 7 this year, and the last one is 3.
Wow. But you are beautiful. Why would he this is for him to see?
Kids too.
He's ashamed of it. Like, how old is he?
He's a year older than me. He's 38.
And you are 37.
Yes,
You even look like you're 37. And how would the man see that someone like this is not so beautiful and he needs a younger person? You know how beautiful you are.
Someone that doesn't have responsibilities, less stress for him, because his children and so he cannot take care of them, so he needs lesser stress.
No, I want you to rephrase that. You said your husband says he needs a girl who does not have. Say that again.
He said he needs a girl that doesn't have responsibilities. Obviously, his kids, he can't take care of them, so he's running away to a girl that doesn't have responsibility.
A young girl.
A younger girl.
And now he has left you and your kids stranded.
Yes.
You guys don't even have a home right now.
We've been begging him. I talked to him in November last year. He said, I begged him, I knelt down and I said, I called for a meeting. I even recorded it with his permission because I know he lies a lot. You know, I said, you have to assist me, whether you want to leave me or not, you have to assist me because you know the economy. And he said he can be sending 20,000 naira to me every month for their upkeep. And then he said their school fees, he can do 25,000 naira. I wrote that down. I haven't gotten 1 naira from him. I mean, if I'm lying and he watches this video, he should post a proof under the comments section because I have not gotten 1 naira from him. He started telling people if he sends me the money, I will use it to drink.